Okay, so welcome to this baby yoga routine. So this is just a really short, simple routine for you to do with your baby. I recommend waiting until your baby is 8 weeks old or more. And if your baby has got any joint issues, so hip, knee or ankle, I'd hold off so that you don't cause them any harm or damage until you've had the all clear from your medical professional. So this routine is just very simple to get some nice movement through baby's body, to just work the muscles in the arms and the legs and through the torso very gently. And also we're going to be working on some diagonals, which is great for baby's brain development and also can help them prepare for move-to movements such as crawling and anything where they're going to have to use sort of arms and legs together. So before we start our yoga, make sure baby's on the floor, ideally on the floor, so they're not going to roll off and hurt themselves. You can use a changing mat, a blanket. If you're on the carpet, you don't need anything special. We just pop them down. It's best to do it when baby is awake, when they're relaxed and when they're happy, because if they're grumpy and already a bit agitated, they're not going to relax into it and enjoy it. But we will use some songs and some rhymes to help them feel engaged. So lots of eye contact, lots of smiles, lots of reassurance to your baby can really go a long way and really encourage them to keep going and to be really engaged in what is going on. So before we start, make sure you're sat nice and comfortably. Take off any jewellery that might get caught, that baby might grab, so necklaces, watch or rings, anything that could scratch baby or cause them harm. And just pop that to the side. Once you've done that, just take a nice deep breath so you're really relaxed. If you're relaxed, your baby is more likely to kind of mirror that from you as well. Okay, and we're going to just check in with baby and check that they're happy to do some yoga with us. So all we're going to do is you can use your baby's name and you can just say, "It's yoga time, baby. Are you ready? It's yoga time, baby. Are you ready?" Now we know they're not going to answer us here, but what I always encourage my clients to look for is that baby's relaxed and happy. They're not kind of agitated or getting cross or grumpy. And if they are nice and relaxed, we can do 3 full body strokes. So we just let our hands mould around baby's body, top to toe. Give them a nice gentle stretch out at the bottom. Giving baby plenty of eye contact, plenty of reassurance and smiles. You're doing so well, baby. Well done. Are we going to do some yoga? Just talking to them, and that can be a real huge source of helping them to feel really settled and calm. So once we've done that, we're going to come back to the top of the body and we're just going to do some gentle squeezes with our palms, just gently down baby's arms and back up, just to help stimulate the skin and everything on baby's body to help them feel prepared for their yoga. And for a second time, is that okay, baby? Keep talking to baby, giving them lots of smiles, checking in on them, checking that they're okay. Once we've done our squeezes, we're just going to come to baby's foot and we're going to use our thumb pad, place it on the heel, and we're going to glide our thumb up to baby's toes. 1 stroke to each little toe. So we do 5 in total across the sole of the foot, working slowly. If you're doing this and your baby's older, a little bit more pressure might make it more comfortable for them so it's not too tickly. And we do a second set. So heel to toe, 5 little lines all the way up. And then we do the same on the other foot. So heel to toe, using that thumb pad, gliding up to the big toe. And the second toe. And the third. And the fourth. And then that little toe. And then we do the same again. 1 and 2 and 3. And 4 and 5. Okay, so once we've done that, let's do our yoga, baby. Okay, so we are going to start on baby's arms. So we're going to just gently come and support baby's arms beneath the forearm, beneath the wrist on the forearm, and we can just give their arms a little bounce. Relax your arms, baby. Relax. Okay, and when baby's arms feel nice and loose, we're going to just gently give them a nice stretch out to the side and cross them over the chest. Okay, and then we're going to reopen those arms and stretch out and then swap so the opposite arm is on the top. That's it. So opening and crossing. You can keep talking to baby. Opening and crossing. And what we can say with this for our little rhyme is we can just say when baby's arms are crossed over the chest, I love you, and then we're going to stretch the arms open this much. And we can repeat that again. I love you this much. Using lots of expression in our voice. I love you this much. And one more time. I love you this much. Well done, baby. And you can just give baby 10 seconds. They might wave their arms around. They might go back to sucking their hand. And just give them that 10-second rest. And we're going to come down to their legs next. So for their legs, we're going to do what we call half lotus. So it's really important in all of our baby yoga moves that we always work within baby's limits. So we're never pushing baby past the point where they don't feel comfortable. So you'll feel that in their muscle. They might give you a lot of resistance, or they might not be comfortable to go there. And we can also feel it. So if it feels like it's not supposed to move there, don't move it any further than that. Work within that limit. You might feel a bit of a bounce back in the muscle, and that's baby's limit. That's the point they can go. And you might notice that over the repetitions of the movement that you do, that actually they become a little bit looser or a little bit more flexible in that position. And that's great, but we never force it. And if baby becomes unhappy, we just stop what we're doing and resettle them and try again later when they're happy. So for our half lotus then, pick up baby's foot. What we're going to do is bring the sole of the foot across the midline of baby's body towards their hip. Now babies have different degrees of flexibility. So it might be that baby only comes slightly over that midline. It might be your baby's super flexible and actually their sole of the foot can come quite close to the edge of their body or to their hip. But again, pop your hand underneath baby's bottom and you can get a good feel of that muscle and check to feel that there's no sort of huge amount of resistance and that baby's still comfortable. And then we're just going to relax that leg down and do the same on the other side. Sliding that hand under baby's bottom, bringing the foot over to that opposite side of the body. Giving baby lots of reassurance. Well done, baby. And bouncing back down. And we can repeat that once more on each side. Bringing the leg across. Is that a nice stretch? And releasing. And one more time. Over the side of the body. And then releasing. And then the final movement that we're going to do, we're going to be using both arms and legs. So we're going to just do a nice coordinated movement. So we're going to take the opposite arm, so holding baby's hand just above the wrist and the leg just above the ankle. And we're going to just do a nice gentle diagonal stretch. Nice long diagonal stretch. And we're just going to tap, tap, tap the feet and the middle of the body. And we stretch. Tap, tap, tap. And we do it for a third time. Stretch and tap, tap, tap. And stretch and relax. And then we're going to do the same on the other side so that everything is nice and balanced on both sides of the body. Here we go then. Supporting baby's wrist and their leg. And we're stretching out diagonally. And tap, tap, tap. And again, stretch. And tap, tap, tap. And the third time. Stretch and tap, tap, tap. And finally stretch and relax. And that's just really good for babies and brain development to help them figure out moving those opposite limbs together, helping them to coordinate. And it's really nice, gentle stimulation for them. So once we've done those movements, and you can repeat each set of movements sort of around 3 times, giving baby a little break in between so that they get a chance to kind of kick around, wave their arms around, and have a little suck on those fingers, and just help them kind of regain their focus so that they're ready to do the next movement. So once baby's done those, we can just close our yoga sequence with some nice body strokes that we did at the start. Well done, baby. Giving them lots of praise. Well done. And then we can just finish by picking baby up and giving them a big cuddle. Well done, baby. And then just to close everything together, you can and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Well done. So I hope that you enjoyed that little yoga sequence. Have a go at it with your baby, work within their limits and never force it on a baby who is unhappy, who's just not feeling it, or if they're kind of giving you any non-verbal cues that they're not comfortable, never push past that point. Always work within baby's limits. Let it be baby-led, and then you're both likely to have a much more relaxed and enjoyable time with your baby yoga mates. So, if you've got any questions, let me know, and do share with me how your baby got on with the movements and if they enjoyed them or not. And I will see you very soon.